Good morning. This is Don Blomdahl. I know I'm on here early. I switched it and said 11 o'clock. Didn't know for sure if I'd get back from my appointment in time, but I'm a little bit early. So I just figured I'd hang out a little bit here, see if anybody jumps on. Um, so yeah, we're going to have a pack break Tuesday today. Gonna have a pack break Tuesday. Gonna go to town here, get rolling. Dante. Nice to see you, Dante. Yeah, I got my live stream scheduled for 11, but I'm going to get ready to get started here. Usually my live streams are 10:30 each day, but I think I'm going to jump in a little bit early today. If you saw the preview, pretty much we're going to do some 2017 Panini Donruss baseball pack breaks today. I've got 25 of them here. Let me pan down with my webcam here. We've got them all sitting right here. So yeah, Sally Lloyd. Sally Lloyd, is this the one over? Are you over in Britain? Dante, yeah. I'd be willing to do that. And I thought so. I thought I saw Sally Lloyd on the Jabs Family feed. This is kind of new for me. Let me pan up for just a minute here real quick. Again, my name's Don Blomdahl, Hall of Fame veteran sports cards and collectibles in Arlington, Washington. For those that might watch this video later after we finish and it is up on eBay, what kind of cards do you like? Well, pretty much I'm a Cal Ripken Jr. and a Ken Griffey Jr. Those are my largest collections that I own. I've got over 10,000 cards of Ken Griffey Jr.'s. There's probably no way I'll ever be able to collect all of his. He's got well over 23,000, 24,000. Well, we're still making some. You can find some Ken Griffey Jr. cards in some of the new packs and things that come out. So he's an ongoing legend there. And then Cal Ripken Jr. are my two main players. But yeah, I was 20 years in the United States Navy and then 20 years with the United States Postal Service. And then I retired this last December. So now I'm doing this in my retirement. And give a shout out to Jabs Family here. He is the main reason I've gotten more lively and back into my collecting. I'm selling off most all of my other collection. I slowly post stuff on eBay. You could look me up at, you could either look Hall of Fame Veteran Sports Cards on eBay, or my username on eBay is KJV Real Baptist on eBay for my buyer's channel. But yeah, so I don't know if I have any of them. Maybe just base. No, base cards are fine. I don't just collect the inserts and the special cards for those two players. So anything Cal Ripken Jr. And so those are my two big collections. I do have probably about 10,000 cards of just strictly Hall of Famer cards. So any Hall of Famers, I'm a Hall of Famer collector, and putting sets and issues together. If you've seen my schedule, I'll just go over it real quick, just so I don't start too super early with my pack break, since I did switch it to 11 o'clock. So pretty much I have my pack break Tuesdays, my oddball Wednesdays. That's just oddball, old odds and end type packs or items, baseball memorabilia related. Throwback Thursdays. On Throwback Thursdays, I'll usually do something old. Sometimes I might do a box. Sometimes I might do Cooperstown or Hall of Fame type collections. My video series I do on Fridays is going through kind of like the bios for each of the Hall of Famers. I started out a couple weeks ago with 2019. 2 weeks ago I did 2018. Last Friday I did 2017. This Friday will be the 2016 Hall of Fame inductees. And then I do a box break generally on Saturdays. And pretty much with my church schedule, and my wife is usually off on Mondays. We usually try to do something together on Mondays. I pretty much Let's see. Actually, I do have a Cal Ripken Donruss variation card. Cool. But yeah, so I'm going to just go maybe just a minute or two more here. So that's my video schedule. Again, normally I might change it next month. I don't know for sure, but I will post an update if I do. But 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am on the West Coast. I know sometimes it's inconvenient for some people that do a lot of the streaming in the evenings, but I don't want to conflict and interfere with jabs. I also have a Griffey Senior bat relic, but yeah. Oh yeah, in my collection, in my personal collection also, I do have a Ken Griffey Jr. signed bat and a Ken Griffey Jr. signed baseball. That's in a nice case that I keep here. I'll give you a real quick tour of my man cave out here in my office. This kind of shows you I am a slight Seahawk fan. Not real big on, I'm big on baseball more than anything else, but I do have different things inside my office here. That's a Michael Goddard. I actually got to meet him a couple years ago. Got that in here. I got some Ichiro stuff. There's my Cal Ripken Jr., Ken Griffey Jr., and different various things that I collect. There's my shadow box from my time in the military. You have different mementos here. I think I can get down on my door here. I do have a postage stamp memorabilia for the Seattle Mariners. But I do have different items. And yes, you don't have to necessarily wait till you get to 1,000 subscribers to be able to do when you reach the 1,000 subscribers to do live feeds. You can do that from your iPhone. I want to make sure my iPhone sound is turned off. Yeah, but then you can do it from your iPhone, which is kind of unique because then you can do it anywhere. And then I could do it up in my break room, in my separation room, where I separate my collection and dividing things up, getting things ready to list on eBay. So, but yeah, and yeah, I do have some of the Ken Griffey Jr. Senior, Junior, and Ken Griffey Jr.'s brother. I have some of those cards. Just give you some other pointers before we get into our break here. When I do my Hall of Fame separations, there is a Hall of Fame, each Hall of Fame player, I put them in alphabetical order and separate them into groups. But then I have what's called double, triple, and quad cards for Hall of Famers. So if there's two baseball players on a card and both of them are Hall of Famers, I call that a double Hall of Famer. And then you'll have what's called triple Hall of Famers. Triple Hall of Famers is 3 different Hall of Famers on the same baseball card. And then I do have a few quads, 4. So there's 4 Hall of Famers on a single baseball card. So just different oddities that I have in my Hall of Fame collection. I'm going to go to 1050. That's right about in the middle from when I pushed the button to go live. But it's nice to have you two with me if you're still out there. Dante, Del Vermi, and then for Sally Lloyd. So without further ado, I'm gonna pan down slightly so we can get these packs in the feed here. And I will, if I start freezing up and stuff, I might have to move things up a little bit. But again, I do have 25 packs here. I'm gonna leave them right here as I pull them off the stack and put some of the cards here as they come up. Usually I'll separate the different hits as I get them. And then we'll see what we get in these. It's Kyle Schwarberger that's on the cover here. Kyle Schwarberger. But we're going to see what we get out of these packs. I used one of Jabs' places where he gets some of his supplies from, Steel City Collectibles. And we're just going to start breaking open packs and see what we get here. I'll try and pay attention to the feed in case you have any questions. Let me pull my trash can out a little bit so I can get that in here. And I'm not a fast pack ripper. I enjoy chit-chatting, talking. I don't have too many people. This is you guys have broke my record. I actually have 2 people live with me. And a video that I did the other day, I had one person that hung in with me through the whole feed. But we have Freddie Freeman with Atlanta here. Freddie Freeman with Atlanta. All right, Kenta Maeda with the Dodgers. Javier Baez with Chicago. See if we get any hits. Jacob deGrom, New York. Jacob deGrom. All right, the rookies. All right, we got Jeff Hoffman, Colorado. Rookie card. All right. Got a Daniel Murphy here. Daniel Murphy. Washington. John Desmond, Texas. And there we go. We got Nelson Cruz. Nelson Cruz when he was with the Seattle Mariners. All right. Let's see here. Pack number 2. Yeah, I don't really have any brick and mortar stores close near me. Oh, you live near Jazz Family, but it's not Steel City. He beats everyone's prices by $10, $15. So, yeah, well, pretty much I bought these from them. They were on sale, so that's the reason why I bought them. All right, we got Corey Seager from Los Angeles. What do I class a hit? Pretty much a hit for me is like, again, I look for Hall of Famers. I look for end sets, serial numbered cards. I don't know. That's just my philosophy. I've collected cards on and off throughout my life since I was a teenager. Kind of died off when I went into the military until about just past my halfway mark in the military. I spent 6.5 years over in Japan. And then pretty much toward the end of my time there, just before I came back to the States for my first 2 years before I retired from the Navy, I did collect some baseball cards over there. So I've got some cards from the 90s in my PC. If you watched any of my videos, or if you go through and watch some of them and stuff, sometimes for my miscellaneous pack breaks, I have a box of what, I'll just kind of hold it up here. And it's got, this is like my mystery box. And it's got different stuff in here from the 90s, the mid 90s, right around then when I was collecting overseas. When I was over there, the Naval Hospital on the base used to have a swap meet, and I'd go out there, and these were items that weren't in my personal collection and stuff, and I'd just bundle these up and sell them as like grab bag packs, because they're the only way you got packs over in Japan, unless you're collecting Japanese cards. You would pretty much just have to buy them from the States and wait till they got over to you, sometimes a week to 10 days, then open packs, and that was the length of my collecting there. So continuing on our break here, we got David Price, Boston. So do you collect there, Sally? Trevor Bauer, Cleveland Indians. We got Kyle Seager, Seattle Mariners. I'm currently trying to sell some of my cards I have. So many cards, especially football, they keep piling up by the day. Yeah, I'm not a big football collector. I do have, I've been doing my separation. Pretty much after I retired from the Navy, the only cards that I went out and I really bought was just fairly recently and stuff. I would go out to Storage Locker Wars, not so much the swap meets out here. They do have some sometimes in the summertime, and then garage sales, find sports cards that way. I have one huge box I'm still going through in my out in my garage here that I got a little while ago from somebody that must have got them from a storage locker. Didn't know for sure what they had. I did get a $100 football card out of there. So we got Kyle Seager from up. Then we got one of those. This is when they trick you in a pack. They got one of these thick ones here, but it's just a spacer card. I use these for markers and my card separations and stuff. All right, here we go. We got another rookie, David Dahl, Colorado Rockies. another rookie. All right, Stephen Piscotty, St. Louis Cardinals. Matt Carpenter, St. Louis. And Masahiro Tanaka with New York. Trying to find a channel in Britain that has it. I'm sure there probably are some people in Britain that probably do collect baseball cards. All right. So let's see. What do we have here? Ryan Braun, Milwaukee. Kyle Schwarberger with Chicago. Abdubel Herrera, Philadelphia Phillies. Didn't even really do much research on this set. I just saw they were on sale, so I figured, well, let's see what we can get out of these. Nolan Arenado, Colorado. All right. There we go. One of my two favorite Hall of Famers, Cal Ripken Jr. Cal Ripken Jr. Hall of Fame, 2007. So I know this isn't big for most people, but for me, since I'm a big Hall of Famer fan, Cal Ripken Jr. will go into my Hall of Fame collection. I believe I don't think I've got that one because I don't have a lot of the newer stuff. So Johnny Cueto, San Francisco. Matt Holliday, St. Louis. And Christian Yelich with Miami Marlins. Yep. Separate them into groups here. So yeah, this is kind of exciting. I know it's a little easier when you just have two people. You can kind of look up here at the text when they come out and stuff. All right. That's a little spacer card. It has a little security tag on it for the places that don't want their stuff stolen out of their stores. Christian Yelich, Miami Marlins. Ben Zobrist, Chicago. Masahiro Tanaka, New York. These are kind of deceiving too because I guess they don't have the. I've heard Jabs talk about it in the videos. I think with the Donruss, they don't have the MLB rights, so that's why they have to kind of take off their emblems, take off their symbols on their hat. They could put, Jose Ramirez, Cleveland Indians. So it takes you a little double take when you look at some of these and stuff. And there we go. We have our first hit. Sorry. So this one here is Corey Seager, Los Angeles Angels. Season stat live, 512 slugging percentage in 2016. And it's card number 35 out of 500. So these here are a little bit more limited edition. There's only 500 of these cards that they made out of this set. And this one here is number 35 out of 500. Not a big hit, but when you figure out what the distribution quantity is for a lot of these cards. LA Hap. LA Hap. J Hap. Toronto. Dale Murphy with Washington Nationals. And Harmon Killebrew. Minnesota. All right. Try and go across the board here as we open up these packs. All right. So yeah, I just enjoy doing this. When I found Jabs' family, probably about in February, I think, was when I first started watching his videos. He just kind of intrigued me and got me interested in doing this myself. Like I said, the end of December this last year, I retired, so I've got a lot of time on my hands, and this is what I wanted to do in retirement anyway, is sell off items in my personal collection, say, that I don't want in particular. So I'm listing stuff on eBay pretty much on a daily basis. Today I should have over 500 items listed online. So this one's Anthony Rizzo, Chicago. Starlin Castro, New York. Francisco Lindor, Cleveland. So I guess there are limited hits that you can find in these. I should take a second and go over and see if they have any of the different subsets so I can mention them. Buster Posey, San Francisco. Oh, there we go. This is a shorter print than the Corey Seager I just found over here. So this one's Josh Donaldson with Toronto. This is card number 150 out of 199. 150 out of 199. You can see that serial number right there. So that means they only made 199 of these cards. So it is a little bit more rare. I've seen them go, well, some sets they'll have like a 1 out of 1, where they only make one song. So I caught you on Jab's last live stream and subbed that night. What is your eBay name? It's probably easier to find it through my KJV Real, REAL BAPTIST, KJV Real Baptist. So you can do a search for people that have stores on eBay, and KJV Real Baptist is my username. And I do have Hall of Fame veteran sports cards also listed in there. But the username is probably the easiest way to find it. But because there are other Hall of Fame veterans or Hall of Fame sports cards. But if you put in Hall of Fame veteran sports cards, you'll probably get me more direct. You'll see the listing, and if you have any questions on what I have listed, or if you'd like to see something listed that maybe you're looking for, I can see if I've got it in my collection, and I can get it put there on eBay. And what I'm thinking about doing soon is probably just putting packs of cards. I don't have a lot of old stuff. I've got mainly from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. I do have some stuff, some newer things that I'm thinking about listing for those that just want to buy some packs of cards and do it that way too. So Masahiro Tanaka with New York. Willie Stargell. There we go. There we go. Willie Stargell. Pittsburgh Pirates. Shout out to Jabs. I usually do that when I get some Pittsburgh Pirates. I just do a shout out to Jabs, and then give him a shout out because he's the one that got me started. Eric Hosmer, Kansas City Royals. That one right there. Oh, that's the wrong stack. Yeah, I thank you for joining me there and subbing to me when you see. It's just kind of encouraging for new people when they start out a channel to get people interested. I mean, I don't expect anything grand until I can go live and do a little bit more with, instead of being in my office, out in my garage, and then doing it that way. Nick Markakis with the Atlanta Braves. Jock Peterson, Los Angeles. Kyle Hendricks, Chicago. Gary Sanchez with New York. All right. All right, there we go. Masters of the Game. This one is Lou Brock with St. Louis. And this is another serialized card, serial number card. It's a different subset. It's card number 105 out of 349, Lou Brock. You can see I got it upside down. You can see the serial number there, right on the side. So for this particular version of Lou Brock in this set, there is 349 of these. And this is called a subset, so the card number on the back is MG4. MG4. All right. So we got Brad Miller, Tampa Bay. Brad Miller, Tampa Bay. We got Will Myers, San Diego Padres. When I was down in San Diego in the Navy for 4 years, I was a San Diego Padre fan back in the day when Tony Gwynn was playing for him. That was pretty exciting. He was an awesome hitter back in the day. Hisashi Iwakuni, Seattle. Can't remember for sure if that was his. I can't remember his rookie year for sure, but I do have some of his rookie cards. Yeah, I do have almost about 10,000 cards currently in my collection for the Seattle Mariners. And I'll be highlighting different things throughout my videos and stuff from my personal collection. Matter of fact, this Friday, my Hall of Fame, of course, video series is going to have 2 Hall of Famers in it. The main one's going to be Ken Griffey Jr. I might bring out a couple of his graded cards that I've got and kind of show you those so you can see what some of the graded cards look like for different players. You've probably seen them if you're an avid collector or not. But yeah, so Ken Griffey Jr. will be, I'm looking forward to him. Can you see my hat there? There we go, Ken Griffey Jr. I do have his jerseys. I have his Hall of Fame jerseys. I have a lot of Ken Griffey Jr. items and memorabilia in my collection. Again, he is my bigger one. Just behind him is Cal Ripken Jr. Zach Britton, Baltimore. Zach Britton, Baltimore. So Marcell Ozuna, Miami. All right. Addison Russell, Chicago. Addison Russell, Chicago. Michael Fulmer, Detroit. Another one of those spacer cards. Spacer card. Looks like we've got a hit here. This is kind of like what I call a hit, at least. All right, there we go. Yes, this is another hit. American Pride. This is from Team USA, maybe. Yeah, United States Collegiate National Team. Evan Skung. This is a limited edition card. It is 103 out of 349. Can't say for sure I've heard about this guy. You can maybe tell me if he's in the big leagues. Again, card 103 out of 349 cards for this one. American Pride. All right. I'll set that one over here. We got Justin Verlander, Detroit Tigers. I did have a cousin once that played in the major leagues. He started out with the Toledo Mud Hens, and then after the Toledo Mud Hens, which is a AAA, AA for the Detroit Tigers. He came up 1 year for the Detroit Tigers. His name's Ben Blomdahl. He was a pitcher, but after his first year, his wife ended up coming down with cancer, and he chose to leave his career of baseball to make sure his wife was taken care of during that time frame. But I do have a bunch of his baseball cards since he was a cousin. This one here is Johnny Bench, Hall of Famer. Johnny Bench, Hall of Famer. Put him down here. I might miss one or two. I always double check my cards for the less popular ones that are Hall of Famers that are in. There's just over 300 Hall of Famers. There are managers and different executives that have made it into the Hall of Fame for different reasons, but it's kind of hard to collect cards for them unless there happens to be one put in a subset or something. So Kyle Hendricks of Chicago right there. All right. Hopefully I'm not boring you too much. I'm trying to talk things up. This is the most I've really talked in my videos, since I do have 2 live people. I guess that's better than one of the last times I went live, and I had one person in my live video feeds. But this is fun. I enjoy doing it. Clayton Kershaw, Los Angeles. Separated his two slightly. There's Donruss 2017 here, and these I'm thinking are the more common cards there. Jake Arrieta, Chicago. Jonas Cespedes, New York. Some of these names, you just got to try and catch them. All right. Looks like we have another hit. Looks like most of their bigger hits look like they're serialized cards. This one's Salvador Perez, Diamond King. Looks like he was a catcher for... when they don't put the emblem on there, and I don't know, it's probably, yeah, Kansas City. That's what I was wondering. So this is card number 172 out of 199. 172 out of 199. A lot of these, if they're not cards that I collect, I'll probably be listing them up on eBay. And then eventually down the road, when I go through all my, wow, I'm trying to think. Right now, I think I'm close to about 70,000 cards during my separation. I'm going to be putting not so much, probably team lots, different cards like that as I get everything all separated out and divided out. Of course, when I keep getting newer stuff and adding that to my collection, it just gives me more things to do for everything else. Wow, that was pretty cool. We just got a second hit in this pack of cards. Chris Bryant, Chicago. Season stat line, 121 runs in 2016. And this is card number 10 out of 121. Card number 10 of 121. That is pretty cool to get it like that. And then, wow, I forgot to do that for this live feed. For me, this is just awesome. We already got one of him. This is another Cal Ripken Jr. card. Cal Ripken Jr. So we've got two Cal Ripken Jr.'s, the same exact card. It's not serialized. Sometimes I've seen some of Topps cards, some of them through the years, they've had serial numbers on the back of the cards. And then we have Eddie Murray here, Baltimore. Eddie Murray, Baltimore. And then here we go. We have Edwin Encarnacion with the Toronto Blue Jays. He is now with the Seattle Mariners, and my wife just likes his name when it comes on the screen, and she says, my wife's from the Philippines. She's Filipino. She says, Encarnacion. Gets that R going in there. Encarnacion. Some of the announcers pronounce his name wrong when they do that, but it's just kind of neat. My wife enjoys him. So we'll set him there. All right. Just look over here every once in a while to make sure I'm not missing any chats or anything from you guys. If you're out there, if you have any questions, I'm not 100% maybe accurate in what I might know about baseball, but I have enjoyed the sport when I was a kid growing up, pre-high school, basically. I did play little league baseball. I mainly played in the outfield. I wasn't that great, but it was just fun having the opportunity to play at the same time when my dad growing up would take us to we lived close near the Jersey Shore, New Jersey Shore, just in off the coast from Atlantic City. It gives you an idea of where I grew up. And then, but yeah, it was just fun going to the Philadelphia Philly games when I could, and just seeing back in the day my favorite players: Larry Boa, Mike Schmidt, Greg Lazinski, just different players that I remember from growing up and stuff. Some of them made it to the Hall of Fame. Mike Schmidt, a pitcher, but Jake Arrieta, Chicago. Yoenis Cespedes, New York. Probably get a lot of repeats in here and stuff. But Adam Duvall, Cincinnati. There we go. Here's one that you guys probably heard of. Mike Trout. All right, Los Angeles. There we go. The Prospects. Bradley Zimmer with Cleveland. Bradley Zimmer. Throw him over in the rookie stack here since he was a prospect. Mark Melancon, Washington. Freddie Freeman with the Atlanta Braves. And Max Scherzer, Washington. All right. What we got here? Giancarlo Stanton, Miami Marlins. John Lester, Chicago. Marcus Semien with Oakland. Tyler Naquin, Cleveland. Oh, sometimes they put the inserts or the hit cards underneath, backwards, upside down. That must be just a nickname. Rhino. Rhino. What's his name? Oh, Rhino. Ryan Sandberg, Hall of Famer. Rhino. I never know they called him Rhino. Guess so. Ryan Sandberg, Hall of Famer. Willie Stargell with Pittsburgh. There we go. Willie Stargell with Pittsburgh. We got Eric Hosmer, Kansas City. And here we go. Another one. Kirby Puckett. Kirby Puckett, Minnesota. All right. So Dante, who's some of your favorite players out there? Or are you not so much baseball, but are you mixed baseball, football, basketball? All right. Melky Cabrera, Chicago. Melky Cabrera, Chicago. Freddie Galvis, Philadelphia. Freddie Galvis, Philadelphia. Charlie Blackmon with Colorado Rockies. Jake Lamb, Arizona Diamondbacks. Here we go. Freddie Freeman, Diamond King. Freddie Freeman, Diamond King with, I want to say, I got that wrong. Atlanta with the Atlanta Braves. All right, Diamond King's over here. Let's see. Yeah, that American Pride is a serialized card. Put him over in that stack. All right. Jose Altuve with the Houston Astros. He always wreaks terror on us. He is such a small guy, but a super fast runner, a banging hitter. Yes. All right. There we go. Finally found one in this break. My favorite Hall of Famer. You guys could probably guess this one. Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffey Jr. Hall of Famer. And another one, Goose Gossage. He spent a couple years with us. This is when he was with New York. But Goose Gossage, the Goose. I was just watching one of his videos the other day when he was pitching in that playoff game. And he threw the ball and a bird flew right in front of where he was throwing, and that bird was just obliterated. It was pitch. But another Hall of Famer there, Goose Gossage. All right. If you got any ideas out there for what I call my oddball Wednesdays, I still haven't fully decided what I'm going to do for tomorrow's break, but it'll be an oddball Wednesday tomorrow. All right. Could be some of these packs from the 90s here. I haven't fully decided yet. I'll come up with something unless you give me something you want to throw out there, maybe something you want to see. If I have it in my collection, I can bring it out, break it out, kind of show you. But Albert Pujols with the A's. Chris Davis with Oakland. That was the Angels. This is the Athletics. Mike Napoli, Cleveland. Mike Napoli, Cleveland. Brandon Belt, San Francisco. Here we go, the rookies. All right. Anybody out there that knows one of the big Yankee phenoms right now is Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge rookie card. All right. Aaron Judge rookie card. We got Brian Braun, Milwaukee Brewers. Tony Gwynn. There we go. I was just talking about him earlier. This one's when he was with San Diego. I think he was with San Diego most of his career. Justin Verlander. Justin Verlander with Detroit. All right, I'm losing track of my going in order here. Got a couple thick packs there. Might have a hit or probably a spacer bar to try and throw some people out. They probably know now if it's really thick, it's probably not one of those memorabilia cards. It's probably just a spacer. That'd be fun. I don't know if they did. Oh, that's what I should do real quick. Next pack. I'll try and throw that out there. I'll look and see what the stats are on this for the different inserts and what they do have. See what we've got and what we haven't got yet. Carlos Correa with Houston. Adam Jones with Baltimore. Adam Jones with Baltimore. Joey Votto, Cincinnati Reds. Gregory Polanco, Pittsburgh Pirates. Shout out to Jabs. Here we go. Tell me who this is with. Oh, that's one of them spacer cards. Let's head over here. Uh-oh. Nope. There we go. Mike Trout with LA. Daniel Murphy with Washington. Cole Hamels with Texas. Cole Hamels with Texas. And Adrian Beltre with Texas also. Get up here. All right. We've got Dan Straley, Cincinnati. Dan Straley, Cincinnati. Will Myers, San Diego. Rick Porcello, Boston. Rick Porcello, Boston. Brian Dozier, Minnesota. Another spacer card. All right, we have a rated rookie here. Yohan Moncada with Boston, rated rookie. Rated rookie. All right, Madison Bumgarner, San Francisco. And Felix Hernandez, the King. Felix Hernandez with Seattle Mariners. And then Ryan Sandberg, Hall of Famer Ryan Sandberg. On average, generally, I try and do things. I usually have my videos right around 30, 35 minutes. I see we're up to about 42 minutes right now. That's got one of those thin marker cards that has the security tag in it. So Chris Carter with Milwaukee. Probably because I'm doing a lot of rambling because there's people in here. So it's not too boring. Melky Cabrera with Chicago. Freddie Galvis with Philadelphia. Right. Never saw that before. Maybe somebody might know. I'll show you the back in a minute here. All right. So this is Alex Bregman with the Astros. Alex Bregman with the Astros. And this is a 19 out of 49 rated rookie card for him. So you can see it's 19 of 49. If I can get it in the light right, you can probably see the serial number. But the thing that was really weird when I saw the back of it, it says it's an aqueous test. I have to check and find out if that means anything. It's actually got it stamped on the back of the card. So I don't know if, Dante, if you know anything about these. I've never seen anything like this. I do have some that are, I've gotten like dealer cards or different sets that they send to dealers and sellers and the products and stuff. I've got some of those where they'll have them stamped certain things, but I aqueous test card. Maybe later I'll have to look that one up and find out why that is. That is something I've never seen before. Aqueous test. Anybody out there, if you watch the video later and stuff, just leave me a comment and let me know what that might mean. And it's kind of, maybe it makes it even rarer. Rated rookie, 19 to 49, with the aqueous test stamp on the back. I'm going to leave that one sit right down here. You can't see it in the video, but I just want to check on that later when I go back up to my separation room. So we got a rated rookie, Josh Bell, Pittsburgh. Shout out to Jabs. Rated rookie card. All right, Johnny Cueto, San Francisco. Matt Holliday, St. Louis. Matt Holliday, St. Louis. And Christian Yelich, Miami Marlins. Or no. Am I saying that right? Miami Marlins, Florida Marlins. Miami. Okay. Sometimes I get, because they don't have the full name on there, they just say the team name or the city where they're from. They really can't say the Mariners. They can only say the city in which they're from. Jacob deGrom, New York. Jacob deGrom. Dan Straley, Cincinnati. Dan Straley, Cincinnati. Will Myers, San Diego Padres. Rick Porcello, Boston. Rick Porcello. Here we go. The prospects. The prospects. Bradley Zimmer. Bradley Zimmer. Prospects with Cleveland. Michael Franco with the Philadelphia Phillies. Carlos Gonzalez with the Colorado Rockies. And Albert Pujols, Los Angeles. All right, we're down to our last 8 packs here. All right. All right. So we have Trevor Story with Colorado. Jack Greinke, Arizona. Corey Seager, LA. David Price, Boston. Try and speed it up, unless we get a hit here. Come on. All right, Dave Winfield. Dave Winfield, 12-time All-Star Hall of Famer. Wilson Ramos, Washington. Paul Goldschmidt, Arizona. And Bryce Harper with the Washington Nationals. I had one of the people that subbed to me and stuff, where they're basically going to send me a fan mail package. That was kind of exciting. Just came out of the blue. I didn't ask for it and stuff, but I guess maybe soon I'll be doing maybe I'll do a separate video on Fridays for my fan mail Friday, like it seems like a lot of people do, but maybe do it earlier in the day so it don't, maybe early afternoon or something, just after lunch. Do a fan mail Friday. My mailman usually gets here, well, sometimes on Friday it's a little bit later, but my mailman usually gets here about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. All right. Half Toronto. Kyle Hendricks with Chicago. So when that package comes in from him, I told him I'd give him a shout out, and I'll probably send him something. He told me what he's interested in collecting. Gary Sanchez, New York. Corey Kluber, Cleveland. Corey Kluber. Christian Yelich, Diamond King. With Miami, Diamond King. Mookie Betts with Boston. Harmon Killebrew with Minnesota. Half again with Toronto. Oh, my mailman, don't get mad at me. I had a pickup. I forgot to go in and cancel it because I ended up dropping it off at the post office yesterday because I had to go out and do something else. So, Albert Pujols, LA. Probably looked on my porch and said, "There's no package here." I just have to say it's not here. Chris Davis, Oakland. Chris Davis, Oakland. Mike Napoli with Cleveland. Brandon Belt, San Francisco. We got a spacer card here. The Prospects, Ian Happ with Chicago. The Prospects. Rougned Odor with Texas. Rougned Odor with Texas. Stephen Piscotty with St. Louis. Stephen Piscotty with St. Louis. And Matt Carpenter also with St. Louis. All right, after this one, we're down to our last 4 packs. Almost done with this break. I do appreciate you both being in here. Oh, no, they're both gone now. Oh, well, I guess I was too long and boring. No, just teasing. All right, did get a thumbs up for the video. Xander Bogaerts, Boston. Ryan Braun, Milwaukee. Kyle Schwarberger, Chicago. Abdul Herrera, Philadelphia. Oh, I had them stick with me for quite a while there. Rougned Odor, Diamond King. Odor, Diamond King. And then Mark Melancon, Washington. Mark Melancon, Washington. Freddie Freeman, Atlanta. And Max Scherzer, Washington. All right, down to our last 4 packs. I understand when they have to jump up and might have things to do. Or Sally might be late at night for her. I know Jabs will have a video later. Maybe she wants to get some rest, and then if she can't sleep later, she knows when he comes on live pretty much each day. George Springer, Houston. Manny Machado, Baltimore. D. Gordon, Miami. This is before he came to Seattle. He's our speed demon on the bases now. Young Ho Kong, Pittsburgh. Shout out to Jabs family again. Or I'll do that every time I get a Pittsburgh player. All right, Milky Cabrera. Season stat line, 175 hits in 2016. Card number 87 out of 175. 87 out of 175. So another hit. Subset. Dale Murphy, Washington Nationals. That 1 pack, we had 2 serialized hits and a Cal Ripken Jr. John Desmond, Texas. And Nelson Cruz, Seattle Mariners. All right. Oh, you go over there, Nelly. All right, after this one, 2 more packs to go. Almost done. Thought that moved for a second. Must have just went in the way I looked up. Will Myers, San Diego. Dick Porcello, Boston. Brian Dozier, Minnesota. Chris Sale, Chicago. Wrap this one down here. Jeff Hoffman, the rookies. Edwin Encarnacion again. Currently now with the Mariners. Rougned Odor, Texas. And Jake Odorizzi, Tampa Bay. All right. Next, I'm going to change it just because, I don't know, it's probably just a spacer card. That pack feels thicker. Maybe we'll get a memorabilia. I didn't even look here. Yeah, we haven't hit no signature. Of course, depends on what these came out of, too. Whether they would include any signatures or not, if it's a hobby pack, or these were just packs packed in a bag. In a Ziploc bag, as a matter of fact. I do have more of these, and I've got some of 2018 Donruss Donruss also. Clayton Kershaw, Jake Arrieta, Chicago, Yoenis Cespedes, New York. Kind of speed these up there to end this and get us under an hour. Adam Duvall, Cincinnati. There we go. The rookies again. Carson Fulmer. Carson Fulmer with Chicago. Evan Longoria, Tampa Bay. Evan Longoria. Just two different cards there. Both Evan Longoria, back to back. And Andrew McCutchen, Pittsburgh. Shout out to Jabs. Last pack. 25 packs we did today. Couldn't decide. Last minute, I just decided this is what we're going to do today. All right. Yeah, I think that's just a, yep. I'll just take it out real quick. One of them spacer cards. Got enough of them. Not really that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spacer cards, pretty much. Tony Quinto, San Francisco. Evan Gattis, Houston. Zach Britton, Baltimore. Marcell Ozuna, Miami. We got another Hall of Famer, 2007, Cal Ripken. Ozzie Smith, Hall of Famer. Josh Donaldson, Toronto. Cole Hamels, Texas. And that's it. So let me just straighten these up real quick. Throw all the commons over here. Unless I happen to miss something in there. I double check them and go through. These were all our 2017. Difference in this. I don't know if there's a difference in these, if these were the short prints or what. Haven't done that much research on this year. These are the rookies, the prospects, and the rated rookies. Right in here. Had some of those. Let's see. These were pretty much my Hall of Famers in here. Ozzie Smith, Cal Ripken, Harmon Killebrew, Mookie Betts. I can't remember for sure if he's a Hall of Famer or not. Just figured I'd throw him in here. Dave Winfield, Ryan Sandberg, Tony Gwynn, Goose Gossage, Ken Griffey Jr., Kirby Puckett, Willie Stargell, Ryan Sandberg, Cal Ripken, Johnny Bench, Cal Ripken, Willie Stargell. All right. So I put those in a separate file there. Then I think the most we've got here, we've got these were our serialized cards. We got Melky Cabrera, Evan Skoog, Chris Bryant, Salvador Perez, Lou Brock, Josh Donaldson, and Corey Seager. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like the number 7, lucky 7. So 7 serialized cards. We've got a couple Diamond Kings in here. I think there might have been one in there that had a serial number on them. But 3 Diamond Kings. And then this one here, I'm just going to throw it in at the end here. This is a rated rookie card. Alex Bregman, Houston Astros. Number 19 out of 49. I think that's the lowest. We didn't have any 25s in this set. But I'll show you the back in a second here. That one is a serialized card. See the number there. But then on the back, it has an aqueous test. Anyone know anything about this? That make it any that much more special or rare? I'll have to look it up and see if I could find anything on that on the internet. In regards to the 2017 Panini Donruss baseball cards. I'll have to see. I'm sure it was printed on the card, but why would they put that? It's the only card that I've seen so far that had that on there. So if anybody knows anything about that one, that'd be great. So again, thanks for joining me. I had 2 people only with my live stream. Went most of the way through the video. I think they gave up around the 45-minute mark, but that is fine. It was nice to have somebody here, have somebody to chat to. They sent me some chat on the live chat. You'll see those as it comes along. But yes, it was just a blessing today to have more people. So hopefully I can get more people on my live video schedule. Again, this was my Pack Break Tuesday. Tomorrow will be my Oddball Wednesday. Thursday, Throwback Thursdays. Hall of Fame Fridays inductees back to the past video series. This Friday will be done the 2016 inductees. So unless anything changes or if I post a different time on there, I apologize if anybody was going to join me at 11 o'clock because I switched it from 10:30 to 11. I had a dental appointment this morning. But I almost could have made it back in time, but I would have been scrambling to get everything set up. So thank you for joining me. I went just over an hour. Like, subscribe, ring that bell. That way you'll be notified when I do go live. And I just thank you for joining me, for those that did. And this is Dom Blondal, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards and collectibles in Arlington, Washington, signing off until tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye now.